What the papers say.
An interview with Jamie Seabrook.
Part 1.
And now for my final guest. He's a singer and songwriter who's been in the music business for 20 years. He still performs sellout concerts in front of 50,000 people. But his life hasn't all been easy. He's had problems with his family, and he's been in trouble with the law. And he's just completed a month's rehab in a clinic in Texas. He's never out of the headlines. Please welcome Jamie Seabrook.
Hello, good evening.
Now, Jamie, you are in the newspapers and magazines every day. You are photographed wherever you go. Tell me, what do you think of the press?
Well, it's kind of nice to have people who want to know all about me. Sometimes it gets to be too much, but most of the time I don't mind the press attention. I'm sure there are some reporters who really try to tell the truth, but I'm afraid that most of them make up stories to sell their newspapers.
Are you saying that the stories aren't true at all?
That's right. They're completely invented.
Can you give us an example?
Sure I can. I can give you hundreds.
Part 2.
2 years ago, reporters said my career was finished and that I'd never sing again. Some friends, who are now ex-friends, said that my marriage was breaking up and that my brother and I had fallen out and had an argument about money and weren't speaking to each other. Not one word of that was true.
And in fact, your career is on a high.
I've just recorded a new album and my marriage is fine. Sally and I have just celebrated our 15th wedding anniversary.
Oh.
And my brother and I get on just fine.
But things haven't all been easy for you. You spent a month in rehab because it was said that you had a drug and alcohol problem.
All that's just lies. I've never had a drug or alcohol problem. People in clubs said they'd seen me taking drugs, but it's simply not true. I take prescription drugs for migraines, that's all. I don't do illegal drugs. And I only drink alcohol on special occasions, like my birthday.
But you were arrested for drink driving just a few months ago.
Not so. Police officers thought I'd been drinking, but I was driving home from the recording studios, and it was 2 o'clock in the morning, and I'd been working all day, and I was exhausted. I fell asleep at the wheel. I checked into a clinic for a month because I was suffering from exhaustion.
Now, you had another legal problem recently. Your personal assistant, Barbara James, said you hadn't paid her for 6 months, and you made her work 7 days a week without a break. Is that true?
It broke my heart when Barbara, my PA, said those things about me. I treated her like my own family. When I met her, she was nothing, and I gave her everything. None of what she says is true.
Part 3.
I read that you have become a Buddhist, that you have stopped eating meat, that you spend 4 hours a day meditating, and that you were going to give half your future income to charity. Is this true?
Yes, it is. I've decided that life is too short, and I'm getting old. I don't care what people think. I made up my mind to do something useful with my life.
Now, when this story broke a few days ago, the news presenter on NBC's Morning News refused to read the story, saying that there were much more serious stories that deserved attention and that you were just a celebrity. What do you say to that?
I can't control what the press says about me. I have to be true to myself. I live my life as honestly as I can. I try to be nice to everyone around me. If you're in the public eye, then you have to be prepared to have some pretty terrible things said about you. I know what's true about me and what's a lie, but I can't change what is said about me in the newspapers and on the television.
Well, sadly, our time has run out, and we've come to the end of the show. A big thank you to my guest, Jamie Seabrook, and good luck with the new album.
Thank you. It's been a pleasure.
What on earth has happened? A burglary.
Hello?
Rachel, it's me, Christina. Something dreadful's happened.
Oh, hi, Christina. What on earth's wrong? Tell me.
My flat's just been burgled.
Oh, no. That's terrible. When?
Well, I discovered it when I came in from work 2 hours ago. The door was wide open.
They must have known no one was at home. What did they take?
My laptop, of course, with all my work and my photos on it.
Had you saved everything?
Yes, fortunately, I'd put my work and most of my photos on CD.
Thank goodness. What else is missing?
My camera, and a whole load of Ella's jewellery, and her new leather jacket.
Not your camera. Well, at least you still have your photos. Oh, and Ella's expensive leather jacket. Does she know?
No, she doesn't. She's not back from college yet.
She's going to get such a shock when she gets back. And she's got her final exams soon.
I know. But at least she had her laptop with her, so they didn't get that.
Yeah, that's good. I know she always takes it with her to lectures.
A good friend.
Have you called the police?
Oh, yes, they're here now.
Good. Have they any idea who might have done it?
Well, they say there have been quite a few burglaries in the area, and the flat above me was also done.
So it wasn't just your flat then? Is there much mess? Did they ransack the place?
Oh, the mess is terrible. Whoever did it emptied out all my drawers, and my clothes are all over the bedroom floor.
Oh, how awful. Your lovely clothes. Did they take any of them?
I don't know, I haven't checked. The police have told me not to touch anything.
Yes, of course. And anyway, it must be really difficult to see exactly what's missing.
Oh, it is. Oh, Rachel, it's just chaos here.
Look, Christina, you're obviously really upset. I'm coming round. I'll help you tidy up. I'll be there in 15 minutes.
Oh, Rach, you're a great friend. Thanks so much.
What do you do on the net? Tom.
I go onto websites about sport. I'm into skateboarding, so I go onto skateboarding websites. I watch a lot of skateboarding videos on YouTube. I go on things like MySpace, where I can talk to friends from school. If I'm doing schoolwork, I use Google and Wikipedia, which can be really useful. And BBC Bitesize helps with revision, and there are tests so you can practice. I do quite a lot of shopping, clothes, shoes and stuff. I go to Amazon for DVDs, games, CDs, and eBay for all sorts of things. I'm trying to buy some tickets for a gig on eBay. I'm also selling some of my old stuff on it.
Monica.
I use the net mainly for Facebook. You post a photo and a profile of yourself. You can say what you want. Biography, hobbies, interests, music, films. You control who can see your profile. Other people search for friends, people who share common interests. When you identify someone on the site you'd like to meet, you can ask to become a friend. I also use the net to look for jobs and flats and to see what's on at the weekend.
Justin.
I use internet banking. It's good because I can get my balance any time of day or night. I can transfer money instantly. So I like paying bills online. I just log on to my bank and click on Pay Now, and the bill is paid immediately. Easy. I'm into American baseball, so I watch live baseball games from the US. And, what else? I book restaurants, cinema tickets, holidays. Oh, I get traffic reports too. Oh, yes, I do nearly all my shopping online. I do my weekly supermarket shop, and it's all delivered. Clothes, birthday presents, Christmas presents, books, music, the lot.
Daisy.
I don't like reading on screen, and I don't like watching DVDs either, but I do use the net for 3 things. I email a lot with Hotmail, I get the news every day on the Guardian website, and I also check the weather every day. I get up in the morning and get a weather forecast for my town for early morning, mid-morning, early afternoon and evening. Then, and only then, I get dressed.
David.
I've gone onto a website called Friends Reunited, and I've met up with people from my school days. And I've researched my family history and traced my ancestors back over 200 years. I'm retired, so I have lots of time to do these things. I like to keep up my languages, so I watch the news in Spanish and in French too. And I download music onto my MP3 player. And I update my satellite navigation system as well.